Hello and good evening. You're watching AWANI Tonight with me, Hafiz Marzukhi. The number of flood evacuees have risen in Sabah while the figures decrease across Kelantan and Terengganu. One relief centre in Semporna remains open, housing 71 evacuees from 12 families. According to the Info Bencana portal, the number of evacuees in Kelantan has dropped to 478 individuals from 136 families. Meanwhile, in Terengganu, evacuees decreased from 651 individuals in the morning to 44 individuals from 12 families. Lastly, Kota Tinggi in Johor saw 37 victims from 10 families still affected by the floods. The Rural and Regional Development Ministry has allocated 40 million ringgit for the Community Development Department, or KEMAS, to upgrade and repair kindergartens and childcare centres nationwide. KEMAS Director General Datuk Muhammad Hanafi Aman says 60% of the centres require immediate maintenance due to dilapidation and damages.
Hanafi said states are finalising data on kindergartens needing repairs, with priority being given to older buildings. He also highlighted parents' growing interest for enrolment, with over 20,000 children on the waiting list. Hanafi announced the construction of 17 new kindergartens, including 2 in Kampar and Tambun in 2025, to meet growing demands.
Over 500,000 housewives have registered as contributors under the Housewives Social Security Scheme this year. According to Kasturi Pato, chairman of the Perkeso committee overseeing the scheme, this surpasses the Perkeso and the Human Resources Ministry's target, with a total contribution of 61.5 million ringgit.
Despite this, Kasturi said the number represents only 16.5% of the total housewives, leaving more than 2.6 million of them unregistered for this protection. As of November, Perkeso approved 2,019 claims, disbursing 3.9 million ringgit for incidents like domestic accidents, disability and death. Selangor recorded the highest voluntary registrations at 13,546, while Sabah led in registrations through state government initiatives with 88,034 contributors.
The Ministry of Domestic Trade and Cost of Living, or KPDN, has conducted over 2,000 inspections nationwide on various premises during the 2024 Christmas festive season maximum price control scheme period. Enforcement Director General Dato' Azman Adam reports 74 cases of missing pink price tags and 1 instance of no price tags, resulting in 8,600 ringgit in fines.
He confirmed that no cases of selling above the regulated prices were detected during this period. Based on feedback from the public, the implementation of the program went smoothly, with no complaints throughout the enforcement period. The 5-day 2024 Christmas SHMMP was implemented from December 23rd to 27, gazetting 14 control items and their maximum prices.
The Royal Malaysian Customs Department has seized various commodities valued at over 10 million ringgit in several raids across Selangor between July and November. Customs Central Zone Assistant Director General Nolela Ismail said the seizures involved commodities worth 8.54 million ringgit, along with duties and taxes amounting to over 2 million ringgit.
Customs authorities seized snuff tobacco, cigarettes, e-waste and basmati rice in 4 separate operations. The snuff tobacco, weighing 3,000 kg, was found in a mixed items container at Westport without an import permit. Other than that, container of basmati rice weighing over 18,000 kg was also seized at Westport's free zone. In another operation in early September, Customs seized 13 containers of 300,000 kg of e-waste at Westport. Meanwhile, 3 raids in Kajang and Bandar Sri Damansara seized illicit cigarettes worth over 100,000 ringgit. Investigations into all cases are still ongoing.
We'll go for a short break. Stay with us.
Rambut gugur lagi? Macam mana Gunakan Pantene Baharu dengan provitamin mikro yang meresap dan menguatkan rambut dari dalam. Rambut 10 kali lebih kuat terhadap rambut gugur. Pantene Baharu.
Di mana jua dengan keluarga lagi bahagia.
momen dikongsi jadi lebih bermakna. Walau jauh di mata, tetap dekat di hati. Keluarga harmoni bila semuanya dikongsi. Bila keluarga di sisi, detik jadi istimewa. Kongsikan segalanya dengan family. Kongsi 1000 GB data 5G dan perantauan global percuma. 4 talian untuk family.
Kerap menggaru kulit kepala disebabkan keluh mumur, masalahnya lebih mendalam. Gunalah Head and Shoulders menembusi 5 lapisan untuk membasmi keluh mumur dan kegatalan. Bebas keluh mumur sehingga 100%. Head and Shoulders diuji secara dermatologi.
Now to international news. South Korea has ordered a nationwide emergency inspection of its entire airline operation system following the tragic Jeju Air crash that claimed 175 lives. The Transport Ministry is also weighing a special inspection of all 101 Boeing 737-800 aircraft operated by the South Korean carriers. Authorities have so far tentatively identified the remains of 141 victims. The devastating incident occurred on Sunday when a Jeju airplane belly landed at Muan International Airport, skidded off the runway and erupted into flames after slamming into a wall. 2 crew members were rescued alive. Investigators are exploring bird strikes and adverse weather conditions as potential causes of the crash. Experts say many questions remain, including why the plane appeared to be traveling so fast and why its landing gear did not appear to be down when it skidded into the wall. US President Joe Biden proclaims January 9th as a National Day of Mourning in honor of former President Jimmy Carter, who passed away on Sunday at the age of 100. A state funeral will also be held in Washington on the same day. Carter was confirmed to have been surrounded by his family in his final moments at his home in Plains, Georgia.
And that's because Jimmy Carter lived a life measured not by words, but by his deeds. Just look at his life's work. He worked to eradicate disease, not just at home, but around the world. He forged peace, advanced civil rights, human rights, promoted free and fair elections around the world.
Carter, the 39th president and a Nobel Peace Prize winner, was a peanut farmer and U.S. Navy lieutenant before entering politics. He served as Georgia's governor and later as president from 1977 to 1981, becoming the only former U.S. president to reach the age of 100. His presidency was marked by historic achievements, including the 1978 Camp David Accords, which brought peace between Israel and Egypt. However, it was also shadowed by economic challenges and the Iran hostage crisis, which defined the final days of his term. In 2002, Carter received a Nobel Peace Prize for his efforts to advance human rights and mediate global conflicts in places such as Ethiopia, Eritrea, Bosnia, and Haiti. Condolences have poured in from around the world, honoring Carter's legacy and accomplishments. Tributes have come from the British royal family, leaders of Canada, Egypt, India, Ukraine, and the Chinese Foreign Ministry, among others.
A deadly fire broke out at near Bangkok's popular Khao San Road, killing 3 foreign nationals and injuring several others. Thai police confirmed that 1 victim was found dead at the scene, while 2 others died after being transported to the hospital.
Police later identified the dead as a Brazilian woman, a Ukrainian man, and an American man. The fire started on the 5th floor of the 6-story hotel, which is located in a bustling area known for its bars and backpacker hostels. Bangkok Governor Chachart Sitipun said that 75 people were in the hotel when the fire broke out and 34 were rescued from the rooftop. Authorities are still investigating the cause of the fire. In response, the governor has ordered a city-wide inspection of fire escape routes in hotels and entertainment venues.
South Korean investigators have sought an arrest warrant for impeached President Yoon Suk-yeol after he repeatedly defied summons to appear for questioning over his brief martial law declaration. Authorities are probing whether Yoon's actions, which lasted only a few hours on December 3rd, amounted to abuse of power and orchestrating a rebellion.
The Joint Investigation Team made the request to a Seoul court after Yoon failed to appear for a scheduled questioning by the Corruption Investigation Office for high-ranking officials. This marks the first attempt in South Korean history to forcibly detain a sitting president before the impeachment process is complete. Yoon's presidential powers were suspended following the National Assembly's vote to impeach him on December 14th. His fate now rests with the Constitutional Court, which is deliberating whether to uphold the impeachment and formally remove him from office or reinstate him.
Syria's de facto leader, Ahmed al-Shara, has stated that holding elections in Syria could take up to 4 years. His comments mark the first time he has discussed a potential electoral timetable since the ousting of Bashar al-Assad earlier this month.
Shara, who leads the Hayat Tahrir al-Sham HTS group, explained that drafting a new constitution could take up to 3 years and that Syrians could expect drastic changes within a year. His remarks come as the new government in Damascus seeks to reassure its neighbors that it has distanced itself from its radical roots. HTS, designated a terrorist group by many, including the US, began as a splinter of Al-Qaeda before breaking away in 2016. HTS's campaign ended Syria's 13-year civil war, but questions remain about the country's future. While Western nations have largely welcomed Assad's ousting, it is unclear whether HTS will impose strict Islamic law or move toward democracy. HTS has vowed to protect minority groups and warned against sectarian violence.
Mozambique's government has set a commission of inquiry to investigate the mass escape of prisoners in the country's capital of Maputo. This after some 6,000 prisoners broke free from a high-security prison on Wednesday, as weeks-long post-election violence continues to rock the southern African nation. The commission aims to investigate the escape, identify security failures, and determine any negligence by those responsible. At least 33 prisoners died and 15 were injured in clashes with security forces, while 280 prisoners have been recaptured, with over 100 apprehended on Friday. Mozambique is facing severe political turmoil after October's election, which saw the ruling Frelimo party's Daniel Chapo win. The opposition claims the vote was rigged, sparking massive protests with tensions reaching new heights last Monday when the Constitutional Council confirmed Chapo's win. Now that wraps up AWANI Tonight. Check out our web portal, keeping you informed on the critical events shaping our world, all in one place at international.astroawani.com. That's all for now. I'm Hafiz Marzukhi. Thanks for watching and good night.